if a man leaves his house, okay, if you leave your parents' home, do you fall? Does a man that you wish to cleave to fall under your covering, or do you fall under his?
I'm supposed to fall under his.
Okay, are you a God fearing woman?
Mm-hmm.
You do believe in the hierarchy: God, man, woman, child. Yes.
Yes.
So if you were to ever switch that paradigm, a man can never say that you're the lead in the house and you could be comfortable if you adhere to those tenets. It would make sense with it.
It wouldn't make sense. Plus, it's putting me out of my role, primary role. There are times where I can understand where you step in and support your partner, as
Which
in this
is
case, if
help me.
he fell
Yes.
off, yeah, help me. Okay, like okay, we have contingency plans. We have a plan for our family. If anything happened, if we didn't have our savings for 6 months and I'm still working, and you're actively seeking for like Corey, if he's seeking for another acting role, because we know that business. Sometimes you're on, sometimes you're off. And so I've accepted that, like you said, coming underneath your leadership. So I expect that we have to have those contingencies in place. But if a woman takes the lead, she is now that man's mother, in a sense.
I digress.
Yeah, I want to say something to Bruce. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just say this, so I'll let you guys, the next person, continue. Bruiser, when people come on this podcast and talk, and then you may not like their accents, or maybe you not agree to whatever because they're not maybe African American, or you think maybe they commenting to something that might run contrary or something to your likeness, you don't have to attack that person because you learn from each other. You see what I'm saying? This
Was
is
I
not the first
attacking
time I've
you?
seen. No, 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 no. This is not the first time I've seen you do that directly to me. You've done that one time. I think it was like 3 months ago, and Kenny was not happy about it, and you did it again today.
So
I
you
learned
said
a
I
lot from
do
you
that?
guys. I
You
learned
said
a lot from you. Let me finish, sir. You go. I learned a lot from you guys. A lot from you guys, and I also expect you guys to learn a lot from me because I'm not a kid. I'm in my 40s, in my mid 40s, and as a mid somebody in his mid 40s with a lot of business acumen, you have a lot to learn from me. I come on this podcast as a sign of respect for all of you. I don't gaslight, and I don't take people for granted. I want all of us to learn from each other, please. So, yeah, I say something just like the way Sweeney said it, but you understood him, but you don't understand me. That's okay. People can play whatever game that they have to play, but show respect, brother. Just do that, okay?
Can you finish?
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on,
Right,
bro.
first of all, I
Come on.
just said I didn't understand you. I didn't. If you felt that I attacked you, then that wasn't the case. If I attacked you, then I would say, fuck what you're saying, or something like that. Or I don't give a damn what you're saying. Your words don't mean anything. I didn't say anything like that. I just said I didn't understand what you were saying. And I was actually willing to agree to disagree. So now that you've said that and you kind of mischaracterized me, uh, fuck what you saying. And somebody else can go.
Oh my
So he
God.
didn't mischaracterize you, and I'll take the lead right there because when he was telling you about Africa and the parity and the GDP, you did not understand. You went for a higher source, which was Shannon. Shannon and I had to take a whole discussion, and then we had to agree to disagree on certain points. And when you are faced with things that are higher than your intellect, you get challenged and do dumb stuff like this. You have to
Are we
realize
talking about
that
a whole
you have to
different stream
realize
now?
that some people have a lot more knowledge than you.
Are
When
we talking
Shannon
about a
tells me
different stream
something,
than
watch
this?
this, Shannon, have I not conceded to you when I put something out there and it is incorrect? Did you
Multiple
ever
times.
hear me
Hold on,
say F?
you mentioned
Okay,
GDP.
so
What are
you
you
said
talking
you
about?
said you were done. You said you were done, so the floor is mine. So here's what happens. At no point in time with these intelligent brothers up here that give you different paradigms regarding certain things, did you hear me say to Shannon, F you? You presented knowledge to me so that I can at least digest it, take it back, And I didn't give him his full apology regarding the Barbados thing, and the Willie Lynch letter is actually Henry Drax. So watch what I'm gonna do right now.
Okay,
And
so now I know what you're talking
Shannon,
about.
I'm not done.
Go ahead.
Shannon, I humbly apologize to you. No F words, no B words, no MFs. You understand? I got it crossed up. So
I
now,
didn't call nobody a B word.
so no, I was talking about me. Stop including yourself in it. And this is how we grow, because JR is providing us something very valuable. This is a diamond. People look at us. People go back and research us and see what we're doing. You just almost like made a landslide for all the product that we've been putting out on this show, and in the presence of a lady. You lacked respect, and you went and did some cornball stuff, just like you did with Ruth. And I think you're bigger and better than that. And that's why I continue the conversations with you. I'm not gonna say you're beneath me mentally anymore. I told myself I would stop doing that. You understand? Because you're a good place in life, and you're in a good place in life. And you know what bothers me about you? Your buttons can get pushed easy. You have a nuclear family. You have a wife that loves you. You have beautiful kids. You've done a lot in this world. And at one point in time, in the back chat that I was saying in front of everybody, I kind of envy that. Because if my life would have played out a proper way, without the trauma, me not realizing what I needed in my life, rather than attracting bad things, I could have had what you had. And you do dumb shit like this that makes me want to spit. And the man is just trying to give you different points of knowledge. I didn't get to 52, which would be in a couple of months, from not bumping my head and making bad mistakes. But when someone is providing you with knowledge and parsing through what you did, you're not man enough to say, you know what, I concede. You did break it down to me. It did make sense. Even with a woman, beautiful lady came up here. She was able to, I was able to break it down to her, present your side, and she said, that's not how it goes. And you still fought that. And then at the end, you would offer Kenny disrespect. He's never disrespected you, no matter how he's asked for your patience so he can get his off. But guess what he did tonight?
Are you done?
And that's what you say. That means it don't penetrate that bald head of yours. You just want to be Bruiser.
I'm just asking you. You finished, so you don't feel like I'm disrespecting you for interrupting.
Come on, Bruiser. Come on, Bruiser.
No, I'm done when I hear you apologize.
I'm gonna take the high road.
Wait. I know. I want to see you apologize to Kenny.
Oh, first of all, I'm not gonna apologize.
All right, Jill. Good night.
No. I don't need anybody's apology, because the reason why I don't need anybody's apology is
y'all let me respond.
no, please don't apologize, because I don't do that.
I was gonna respond to Kenny. All right, this one thing y'all gotta know about me on here, man. I respect everybody. I don't try to call people names or anything like that. But when you come for me, I'm gonna address you the way I want to address you. You might not like the way I'm gonna respond, but that's how I'm gonna respond. If there's topics of discussions and everybody's asked for their opinion, everybody's asked to be here to give their opinion. And if nobody agrees with my opinion, you can agree to disagree. And that's what I tried so hard to do, was say, hey, look, I don't understand y'all. Maybe we should just agree to disagree. And that's when Sweeney came and cleared it up. And I said, okay, now I understand. But we had to go down this road. And that aggravated me. Yeah, sometimes my buttons can be pushed. But for the most part, I wasn't trying to go there with y'all. Bruce, I got no ill will towards any of y'all.
Bruce, I got one question for you.
No, hold on, Sweetie. Let me ask Bruce. Let me ask Dharma something. Because I'm eating my Captain Crunch and I'm watching and listening. I saw you try to agree to disagree. It's like they didn't want to agree to disagree with you. You tried to do it. They didn't want to do it. And you clearly said, yo, I don't understand where y'all coming from. I got it when you said it. I don't know why other people didn't get it. But here's the thing I'm curious about. Kenny, and I hope I'm saying that right, there may be a language barrier from his natural homeland dialect to English. And so when he heard you say, I don't understand where you guys are coming from, he thought it was more of a dialect thing where you were trying to understand more of a principle thing. And so when Akini came and said, hey, man, you know what? I heard you kind of like do that before on another show and you did it tonight. And it's almost like you kind of like, maybe you don't understand what I'm saying or how I'm saying it. Or maybe my English isn't as clean as you like it to be. But when you say you don't understand me, you don't have to do that. You kind of disrespecting me when you do that. Now, Darwin, I know you're smart enough to know that that's what he was saying. And when he said that to you, you understood, you asked him, was he finished? And then you said, well, that wasn't what I was doing. I tried to agree to disagree with y'all. Y'all didn't want to do that. I was really talking about the principle that I didn't understand. It's not, I understood. I heard you clearly. I didn't understand your principle, but now I'm saying, fuck what you talking about. And I'm just curious, as old man Shan, why go there?
How do
if
we
you could, of all the different places you could have went, Soldier, why would you go there when you knew what Akini was really trying to say?
Well, the only reason why would just take that as a grain of salt, first of all. The only reason why I went there, because I wanted them to know how it would feel when I really am on that type of time, when I'm really on the fuck what you saying. If you come at me like that, try to make me feel bad for something. First of all, I don't agree that I disrespected you. It was sort of aligned with what you just stated, Shan. But I only took that route. Like, okay, look, you want to see what that is actually like? Okay, here it is. Here you go. Here you go. Have it. So yeah, it was petty, probably childish, probably immature, probably could have said something better. Probably could have just took the high road.
But it was more like, look, if I'm gonna dish you, this is what it's really gonna sound like.
If I'm gonna dish you, this is what it's really like.
Isn't it along the same lines of like the guys back in the day when they did the Christian panel, when the guy was like, money isn't everything. What do you mean money isn't everything? And like, isn't that a masculine thing what you guys are doing? Or is there a limitation on like, because I thought, I mean, if somebody's being condescending to you, I mean, like, is there a borderline where you just let them dump all off on you? Or like, do you stand up for your own self? Or
I think
it depends.
It depends. You have to know.
Go ahead. Answer it, sweetie.
You have to know that. You have to be able to decipher that, because if there's a misunderstanding, acknowledge the misunderstanding. You don't then double down and be like, oh, well, I acknowledge that I misunderstood you or you misunderstood me. But now I'm going to say, fuck your couch anyway. Like, that's how you wind up down the road of disrespect. Because then you disrespect him, then he disrespects you back, and now y'all talking about somebody see you in traffic.
Catch me outside.
Yeah.
Like that whole dialogue, like it didn't have to go there because there was a clear misunderstanding. It was like, and I mean, Bruce admitted, he was like, yeah, I was being petty. I was being petty on purpose.
So then why are you still talking about it, Sweeney?
Because I wanted to shoot my shit, because I'm a world-class hater, goddammit. And I hate when we do hateful shit, because that's my job. I'm supposed to be the hateful nigga on the panel.
I think the most important thing to take from this is everybody's not gonna
man, hey, man, you corny.
Appreciate that, Sweeney. Everybody ain't gonna understand. Everybody's not gonna agree with what you say on this panel. I think that's the reason why we have multiple people to get multiple perspectives. Otherwise, it'd just be one motherfucker on here talking. So I think it's interesting to see where everybody's mindset is. What their culture, their background, all that stuff. Notice whenever y'all say what y'all say, if I will challenge you, but I would never tell you that you need to concede, because I just explained to you how you were wrong. I still reserve the right to decide whether I want to do that, or I can just stand on what I believe. And I think that's where the ball is being dropped. We got to be able to say, okay, look, that's what he believes in. That's how he see it. That's very interesting to me. somebody else has a different mindset than me. Wow. We are different. We are unique. And then we just move on to the next topic. And I think we've been doing that. It's just sometimes it's certain topics or questions that we talk about, people are more passionate about it. It kind of hits them a little bit more on the sensitive side to where it's a need for you to concede, or it's a need for you to take the same understanding of them. And all I want y'all to know is that in my case, that I'm just not going to be able to do that. If unless I'm able to find that research, and there's sometimes where I will do it if I believe that's the understanding I need to embrace. But if it's not, then you can't kill me for it. And you can't say I'm disrespectful, condescending, or whatever, or I'm not willing to, whatever. I'm just going to stand on what I believe, and I expect you to do the same. We can agree to disagree and move on. And I think if we continue to do it like that, then we'll be good.
I don't think anybody has a problem with you being 10 toes down on what you believe in, because, you know, man, you've had that experience before. Your ass do not know how to concede the facts, and it is what it is. I think where it goes off the rails is when you say things like, well, now I am saying fuck your couch, nigga. Like, that's when you kind of like, hold on, bro. Did you have to go there? Like, I get that you said, hey, look, I really don't agree with you, and it is what it is. But when you say, hey, look, now I really am going to tell you fuck everything you talking about, it's like, did you have to do that?
Well, I will say this. I admit that that's probably an area I need to work on. When somebody try to tell me that I'm doing something that I know I'm not doing, and they mischaracterize me, I feel mischaracterized. You're a liar. No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Oh no, you did lie. Okay, well, fuck it. Yeah, I lied. You get what I'm saying?
I miss a lot, man. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
We having a meta conversation right now.
Yeah. So yeah, we kind of stuck here, and we can move on if y'all want to.